The warm wind rustles through the brush. In the tiny village of San Jose de la Zorra, about 90 miles south of Tecate. Here in the village, there is no electricity and no running water. Still, the townspeople make do with what they have. While the land is on Mexican soil, the people who live here are of Indian descent. Their Kumeyaay dialect and culture still very much alive. Today, 24-year-old Eva Salazar makes the journey here from Alpine. For Eva, the tiny village where she was born and raised is still home.
I'm very happy because I got a house over there, and I live in United States because I have work over there and I have 4 kids, but I want to live here too.
Almost everyone in the village is somehow related to Eva. This is her uncle Andres. I feel more Indian in my blood, he says. I'm very proud of my Indian roots. Eva is married to an American citizen, so she is free to come and go across international lines. But her uncle is not so fortunate. Of course I would like a passport, he says. Then I can go to the U.S. and see my niece and teach the Kumeyaay there our ways. For many of the Baja Kumeyaay, getting a Mexican passport isn't easy. Many people, like Eva's grandmother, Emilia Vega, don't even own birth certificates because in the tradition of the Kumeyaay, children are born at home. Hospital records, she laughs. Not in those times. I don't even remember how old I am. The elder says her health is not good, and she's too old now to think about traveling north anyway. But there are younger Kumeyaay like Eva's cousins who say having a passport would help feed their families. These women make traditional Kumeyaay baskets and hope to earn American dollars. We have to wait here until the Americans come to buy them, she says. We don't have any other means of living except for this. Maribel says what's worse, without a passport, she cannot teach American Kumeyaay children the craft of basket weaving. She fears the tradition will soon be lost. We're separated by a wall, she says. We have many Kumeyaay brothers and sisters over there we don't even know. We want to know them, but the wall doesn't let us. Hundreds of miles away in San Diego, Louis Wasik, a Kumeyaay of the Mesa Grande band, contacted U.S. and Mexican authorities seeking special permits for those who don't qualify for passports.
Well, we didn't ask for citizenship. We didn't ask for any benefits. We just said pass and repass. We need to reconnect with our brothers and sisters from the other side. It's that simple.
Wasik helped create a task force to focus on this issue. He coordinated a census of the Baja Kumeyaay, then arranged to transport dozens of them to the Mexican consulate here in San Diego to get their papers processed.
Our pass and repass is a simple process. People shouldn't be offended by it. They shouldn't be taken by it. They should embrace it. And they should just respect the fact that we are still here after 250 years of challenges.
Without those permits, passports, and visas, Kumeyaay from Baja would not be able to participate in cultural events like this one at Viejas. Here, Kumeyaay from both sides of the border still speak their native tongue and talk about the old times.
They remember the times when they had could travel to and from without any boundaries, dividing the people.
Several years ago, Eva and her husband opened this shop in Old Town.
So this is our junket rest.
It's filled with homemade baskets and other art made from the hands of the Kumeyaay people. People like the weavers under the tree back in San Jose de la Zorra.
The name is Chumapahap.
It means dream come true in Kumeyaay. For Eva, that's exactly what it is. A chance to bring her culture to America while helping her people in Baja. Laura Castaneda, Channel 4, San Diego.